Beat the Cubs before losing to the Braves in the division series.
Nimmo takes one down the left field line, and he's got a base hit. Cut off by Dickerson, but Nimmo cruises into second base with a leadoff double. Brandon off.
Use the pinch runner at some point?
Maybe. Designs his own spikes.
Line the other way. Base hit. That's going to go to the corner. Guillorme on his way to third. He will be held up there. Nimmo with his second opposite field double of the day. And the Mets have the...
Said he's 1 for 2.
And Brandon drives one into right field for a base hit. That'll bring home Pilar. Pilar right behind him. Heading for third is Nito. He'll stop there. It's a 2-run single for Brandon Nimmo. It's 3-0 New York. And Brandon lines a base hit. And that'll bring in another run. Third hit, third RBI in the game for Nimmo, and it's 4-0 New York.
Change up. But then he held him.
He got better, that's for sure. Nimmo hits one behind the bag. Hoskins gonna have to race him, and get there in time. And Brandon pulls one toward the hole. Pass ball into right field, a base hit. McNeil is in. DeGrom right behind him. Brandon Nimmo delivers a 2-out. Nimmo strokes one out to left field. Schwarber back on the warning track. It's over his head and off the padding. Nimmo pulls in at second base with a well-struck double. Including that gem at Coors Field Sunday. Breaking ball drill down the right field line. Headed for the Coca-Cola corner, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo with his first home run of the year to put the icing on the cake. A 2-run shot for Nimmo. He's got a 4 RBI night, and it's now 6-0 New York in the 8th. Three-two coming.
And he yanks one down the right field line, and that's going to go back toward the warning track. Joyce tracks it down. Nimmo heads for second, and he's in standing with a 1-out double.
McNeil at third, McKinney at second, Nito at first, and Nimmo
Lines one to center field. That's down for a base hit. In to score comes McNeil. Everybody else 7-5 lead. All 3 runs charged to Aroldis Chapman. And now Nimmo lines one into right field for a base hit. That'll bring in 1 run as Pilar scores. Peraza coming home. Judge's throw is not in time. It gets away. Down to second base goes Nimmo.
During this long stretch of games, looked a little tired, which would be understandable.
Punched the other way by Nimmo. That's a fair ball. And the Mets have their first base hit. It caroms off the tarp, and Nimmo in easily at second base with a leadoff double.
Made to play a split doubleheader. At least make sure they get 1 game in.
Nimmo drives one toward the gap in left center. That's down for an extra base hit. And Nimmo loses the helmet as he cruises into second base with a leadoff double. So each team beginning the day with an extra base hit.
McCann at first and 1 out.
And Brandon drives one to right center field for a base hit. That's going to find the gap and go to the wall. McCann digging for third. He's going to be waved around by Gary DiSarcina. The relay throw will not be made. It's an RBI double.
Nimmo puts that one up in the air. Center, back, deep, wall. And goodbye home run. Just what the Mets needed. Nimmo comes through with a long ball leading off the 9th inning and puts the lead up to 2.
Oh, that's huge for the Mets.
In the first. Crowd more energized than they've been all night.
And Nimmo lines one to left field for a base hit. That'll bring in Guillorme with the first Met run. Drury stops at third. Nimmo 3 times going to left field. He's
to see the Braves mascot.
Blooper's on board. Lined the other way by Nimmo, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. Tracked down by Hernandez. Nimmo going for second, and he'll make it standing with a leadoff double. Right underneath Steve.
First place, a game in front of the Mets.
3-2 to Nimmo with the runners going. He drills one deep to right field toward the wall. It's out of here! Brandon Nimmo with a line drive 3-run homer. Number 3 for Nimmo, and it's 3-0 New York.
2-2 coming.
And Nimmo slashes one over the bag. That's a fair ball. In to score is Conforto. Nito stops at third. Fourth RBI of the game for Nimmo. He has driven it all the home run tonight. That was to Alonso. And Nimmo hits one slowly on the ground, and there's no chance for Buehler to throw him out. Nimmo with an infield fourth start for the Dodgers after making 19 for the Nationals this year. And Nimmo cracks one into right center field for a base hit. That's going to beat Bellinger and go back to the wall. Nimmo on his way to second, and he'll pull in there with a leadoff double. So Brandon Nimmo gets the Mets off to a fast start.
It's been lost to history, but he apparently said to the grounds crew, you know what, it's a little distracting as Nimmo is 2 for 2 now, singles through the right side. But it's a little distracting with that line being so white and so thick as the baseball comes in. Any way to thin him out on first base, given my speed and the guys that are hitting behind me. So that's really why.
That's cranked down the right field line toward the corner, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo off the right field foul pole. His fourth home run of the year. Nimmo having himself a day. Double, single, stolen base, and now his fourth home run of the season to get the Mets on the board. It's 3-1. Since the All-Star break, 33 walks, 31 strikeouts. He launches one to deep right field. Back goes Sanchez for a look. That ball is out of here. Brandon Nimmo cuts the lead in half with a 2-run homer. His fifth home run of the season, and now it's 5-3. Not done yet. There goes VR. It's hit over third. That's a fair ball going down the line. VR on his way to third as Bell sweeps it up. Heading for second is Nimmo. He's in standing with a double. And the Mets have second and third and one. 2-2 coming to Nimmo. And he rips it through the hole. There's a base hit. VR will turn second. He'll go on to third. And the Mets have runners at the corners with nobody out. So they don't shift. Mets have scored 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings. And Nimmo hits one up the middle. That's a base hit, and that'll bring in a run. Mazika in to score. VR goes first to third, and the Mets are hitting today. Nimmo's 2 for 2. He drives in a run.
It's the velocity has created an issue in the.
Here's a drive out towards deep right field. Back goes Harper. It's off the bat of Nimmo, and it's off the wall. Nimmo is thinking 3. Headed in that direction. So's the throw. Head first. He's got a. A tough start to the 3-game series and the importance of it against the Cardinals. This is out to deep right, and this is gone. Brandon Nimmo with a home run brings the Mets closer. It's now 5-3. His 6th and a
Started for much of the season, went into the bullpen on August 7th.
Brandon Nimmo drives one down the left field line. That's going to land fair and bounce into the corner. And Nimmo's got his second hit of the night. A first pitch double leading off in the 9th.
2 hits
in Boston in the Mets' last game.
Really choking up on the bat.
And he gets a breaking ball and drives it out to right center field. Back toward the gap, and it hits at the base of the wall. Nimmo around second. He's going to try for 3 as Kane retrieves it. And Nimmo easily into third base with a leadoff triple. So Nimmo, who's been crushing left by the White Sox last winter, signed by the Marlins. First big league action this year, and Nimmo hits one over the bag and down the line. A fair ball into the corner. Sanchez has trouble picking it up, so Nimmo's going to turn and try for 3. No relay throw, and Nimmo's safe at third base.
Allow the pitch here.
Lindor has worked that magic a couple of times this year. Nimmo flies one along the left field line that may fall in, and it does for a base hit. Smith in to score. Walker to third. A fly ball double for Brandon Nimmo, and the Mets lead 2-0.
Nowhere to go with that, Gary. So speaking of prospects, actually, this leads in nicely.
Nimmo drives one deep right field, headed toward the wall. It's out of here. Brandon Nimmo with a bolt of a home run, his 7th of the year. And Steve will have to wait a little longer because it's 3-0 New York.
Nimmo didn't want to hear about the prospect either.
Forget it, guys. We'll talk next week.
Now,
Nimmo gets a breaking ball, lifts it to right field, pretty deep. Back goes Peterson near the wall, and it's out of here.
Wow.
Nimmo with his 2nd of the night.
A line drive in the 5th inning. This time a towering fly ball as he got a slider and hit it out of the ballpark. Nimmo with a 2.
By the second baseman Arcia, and from third base scores Pilar. It's a 1-run game, 6-5. The Mets keep it going in the 9th. Not going